What's up, go-getters? Welcome to Drive Your Business, the YouTube channel where we make marketing content for hustlers, go-getters, and entrepreneurs. I'm your host and co-founder, Corey Barkoch, and in this week's episode, we're going to teach you how to make awesome landing pages that actually convert. Now, you can drive all the traffic to your website in the world. You can use AdWords, SEO, you can write blogs, you can do all this cool stuff, right? And get all this traffic there. But if you have a landing page that sucks, right? There's not good content on it. Maybe its design is not visually appealing. It doesn't spell out who you are and why anybody should care about it. You're gonna waste a ton of money and you're gonna waste a ton of time and a ton of opportunities. You really need a solid landing page. Your landing page is the foundation. It's where people are landing. It's where they're learning about your business. It's where they're deciding if they're gonna buy from you. And if you don't look as professional or more professional than your competitors, if you don't give people a reason to buy, they're gonna leave and get it from somebody else. So we're gonna go through a few different basic tips on how to make a landing page that's gonna help convert. Number one, you gotta make sure that call to action is super clear. Whether it's a buy now, whether it's a free trial, whatever it may be, you gotta make sure that that thing is impeccable. I found myself landing on so many different sites and so many pages through research or just through being a consumer and making purchases on my own. And I find myself landing on these websites and asking myself, okay, what am I supposed to do now? And you should never be leaving your customers with that question. You want your visitors to immediately understand why they're on the page and immediately be able to find that call to action and immediately be able to click through. For example, if you look at this screenshot from SEMrush. Now, SEMrush is a tool that we use for SEO research. And if you just Google right now SEMrush without going directly to their site, you're gonna find a landing page. I don't know if this is the same landing page that they still have, but at the time of this video, this was the page. When you land on this page, you will see here in the screenshot that the call to action stands out from the rest of the page. 7-day free trial. So not only is that an enticing offer, it's super easy to understand, and the contrast and the color scheme that they've chosen on that picture with the orange is really easy to see. It's right at the top, it's above the fold, whether you go on mobile or desktop, it's right there. Start your 7-day free trial now. You want your call to action to be this direct. You want people to understand at a moment's glance, this is what I should be doing. So when you're creating these landing pages, just think that through. What's the call to action? Where do people go from here? What's the next step? And make sure that that is designed in a way that's really easy for people to find and really easy for people to act on. My second tip is to give your users an offer. Now, these offers don't always have to be free. They don't always have to be directly price driven. A lot of the times they are, like I just showed you in that screenshot, a 7-day free trial. Another thing might be, hey, if you buy now, get 20% off your order if you're a retail brand. But things you can do if like you're a manufacturing site is, hey, download this ebook today, this free ebook today that includes a lot of information on the industry trends, or maybe it's a catalog on different specs or whatever, different things that are relevant to manufacturing in your target market. But you definitely want to give people an offer when they land here, and you also want to collect their data for that offer. So hey, I'm giving you this offer, this widget, whatever this is, for free at a discounted price, whatever it might be. Maybe it's a download. But in exchange for that, you have to give me your email, and you have to give me your name and the name of your company. And this is great for you in the future for remarketing purposes. So having an offer on the page gives them a clear next step. They won't just bounce and leave, right? You don't want the landing page just to talk about nothing. You would need to put an offer on that page to get conversions. My third tip, be to the point. Be laser focused on why somebody's on your page and who you are. Now, while a lot of landing pages tend to be long in content from an SEO standpoint, which is fine, you can fit all that content below the fold, like lower on the page where people might not even scroll. But the benefits of your company, the call to action, and the offer all need to be front and center. And that's really what you want to think about when you're designing and developing and writing the content for your page. How can I, in a moment's glance, very succinctly point out to users exactly why they're here? Make it simple. Also, for this landing page, you want to consider hiring a professional designer. Now, there are a lot of templates out there that you can use to have a framework for a landing page, but a lot of these templates don't really help with custom design. It is super important that when somebody lands on your landing page, that it matches the overall branding of the rest of your company. You don't want this to be a one-off that looks estranged and different from the rest of your marketing. You want it to be a piece of the entire puzzle. Like I said, this is the catch-all, right? So your brand needs to be properly showcased for your users. This needs to be professionally designed. You need professional photography. You really need to look like a rock star, right, for this landing page. This is your marketing hub for the campaign. So don't be shy to hire a professional designer for this. Also, you want to use sticky navigation. Like I talked about a little bit earlier, landing pages tend to be really long in content just because from an SEO standpoint, you want to have enough content on this page to give it the opportunity to search and index for multiple keywords. So using sticky navigation. Sticky navigation is when you go on a site and you scroll down and the navigation sticks at the top. So it's always viewable for the user, hence the name sticky navigation, right? So using sticky navigation can help when somebody's scrolling down, they're reading about the product, they're reading about the content, the service, and they get lost. And they just want to contact you now. Well, if you have a sticky navigation that always has, pricing contact about at the top of the navigation, they can always just click there, and that will anchor to your pricing, that'll anchor to your about, that'll anchor towards the contact. So at any moment, people can reach out, fill out a form, call you. Just make it really easy for your user to not get lost on that page. Another thing is to be just super transparent with your pricing. Transparency is like huge. We're pretty much in the age of transparency and information. People can easily go to your competitor's website and look at their price and compare it to yours. So I'm not saying sell on price, that's not what I mean. Like you want to sell on the benefits of your company and why people should buy from you and what makes you unique. But as far as what your pricing is, you want to be transparent with that. So another thing with pricing and being transparent with pricing is you're going to attract the customers that you're looking for. For example, like if you're a professional services firm and whatever, you do accounting for, let's say you do accounting. You do accounting for like huge companies and your hourly rate's like $200 an hour, right? And like, that's a good customer for you. That's who you're trying to build. That's who you're trying to go after. That's your target market. But then on your page, you decide, hey, we're gonna, make our pricing look more enticing, or we're not even gonna include our pricing, right? We're just gonna not include our pricing or talk about pricing at all on the page. We're just gonna say, we do accounting for everyone. You're like gonna get a lot of leads from people that can't afford $200 an hour. You're gonna get a lot of leads from people that aren't qualified and not who you're looking for. So part of that pricing is qualifying people and making them understand how much it costs. They're already researching for a company like yours. And if your pricing doesn't align with them, it's okay. Like that's fine. They're never going to be a customer anyway. Just be transparent with that. You don't want to scare people away. I mean, you really want to focus on, hey, these are the unique things that we do. This is all the value that we add. But you also do want to add pricing because at the end of the day, if people can't afford what you're offering, then it's a wasted lead anyway. It shouldn't even be a conversion. The last thing is don't be afraid to A/B test and make changes. Like you might create a beautiful landing page that you think is going to be awesome, but the call to action might be the wrong verbiage or the wrong color, or the image that you have in the background might just deter people or whatever. You want to make multiple landing pages and you want to test those pages and you want to hone down and figure out which one is the most effective. And sometimes the most subtle tweaks can have like the biggest impacts. So don't give up is what I'm saying. No matter what with your digital marketing, do not give up on your landing pages. Keep testing them, keep optimizing them, keep making changes. It's really about honing down and figuring out what's going to work the best for your audience. Sometimes right out the gate, you'll have something that's great and maybe it's converting like crazy and you don't need to make any edits, but chances are you're going to have to change something. Don't be afraid to make those changes. Just don't give up. Just keep testing. It doesn't take a genius to make a landing page. It sometimes just takes a team effort, right? So get the right writer, have the right strategist, have the right designer, the right developer. These are tools that you're gonna want in creating the right landing page and tools that you need anyway for the rest of your marketing. Create that team, whether you hire an agency, whether it's an internal team, whether you manage freelancers. Get a solid team that can all work on the same page. That's definitely super, super important for all this, or else every time you touch anything, you're gonna be piecing it together and it's too hard to manage. It takes 10 times as much time to get it done and you're gonna get lackluster results. So make sure you build that marketing team. That's it, guys. We've got more videos here. You can look in the description below for our website, drivecreativeagency.com. Happy to talk to anybody that wants to reach out. Comment below if you have any questions or just call us direct. We'll be coming out with a new video soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It helps a lot. It helps us a lot. Thanks a lot.